2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 17. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn away from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Shalom. HALALYAM YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and taught us His truth through His Spirit. Shalom to you, Akim, out here laboring, making your bodies a living sacrifice, pushing the word out in truth and sincerity. To the Akim Wakwatim, listening and learning, being doers of the word and abiding in the faith. And to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah Shalom. I just want to make a lesson on something that I was briefly meditating on just now. A very serious warning. Y'all do not, our people do not realize what they are involved in. Okay, and I'm speaking, that's pertaining to Israel, to those that know that they're Israelites and are awakened to this truth and are, even the ones that are, abiding in the faith. Not that you guys don't understand, not that we don't understand, but we really do not, we don't get the weight, the gravity of the situation. Okay, it's not that, not in a way to discredit, but we have to really prepare our minds for the shit that we're about to encounter. And then let alone the 2/3, Jake and Eve, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They have no idea what's going on, and they don't know what's about to come upon the planet Earth, namely Babylon the Great, and to the house of Israel, our people. We are about to go through some really, really tough, evil shit that even the prophet Ezra was panicking. When he was receiving the dreams, he would fast and he would get the dreams from YAHAWAH and Yahawashi. He's literally panicking, what the fuck is going on? How am I going to be safe from this? The prophet Ezra was like, who's going to deliver me? How am I going to get out of this? This is going to be really bad. This, Jacob's trouble is not a fucking game, bro. We're really coming into some evil times. I wanted to just make this very serious. Think about this. You guys we need to meditate on this and spiritually prepare our minds. Take a look at the movies and shows and stories that Esau, Edom be writing and coming up with and directing. He be coming up with Saw, The Hills Have Eyes, crazy shit. What's that one I saw on Twitter? Something in Ghostland. That's, I believe, is on Netflix. The mind of this damn devil is very dark, very evil. This nigga Esau wants to destroy us in every possible way imaginable. and get us to take the RFID microchip, which is the Karagma, the mark of the beast. Esau has a very wicked imagination. This is a person, this is a nation of people that get off on destroying us, on raping us, our men, our women, our children. This is a damn devil, a nation of people that gets exposed for having pedophile rings, you know, human trafficking, organ trafficking. They have a vicious history, a track record of nothing but blood, nothing but murder. And like I said, take a look at these movies, man. The sick shit and fantasies that Esau Edom has of torturing people. A game like that. Saw again a game of just torturing people, killing people. All this blood, all this gore, all this weird shit that he's into, that honestly he wants to subject us to. This is shit that he imagined to, and he has, afflicted us with, that he wants to inflict us with, especially us being the hopeful elect. This damn devil is a sicko, and we're about to see the true nature of people come out, because as is the ruler, so are the people. This is the shit that he's pushed out for all the world to see, for them to enjoy watching. People love these horror movies and shit like that. You know, your average everyday Edomite, may not really know that much. Well, yeah, they do actually. Never mind. They know about how wicked the government is and all this stuff. These people, even in plantation Christianity, know about it. It's Jake and Eve that don't know. But the true nature of these devils, even the average everyday Edomites, is going to come out. They're going to be kidnapping people. You look at these movies like The Purge. Look at the Purge movies, man. Look at what they want to do. Look at the shit that they enjoy. Maniacal laughter. Gearing up, suiting up with all this war. All these weapons of war. Tactical gear. Esau being a cunning hunter, enjoying killing animals for sport. They're gonna kill Jake for sport too. They're gonna have not just these elites, but now these Edomites, these average everyday Edomites and heathens will have their own little human trafficking rings during the tribulation. It's gonna be complete lawlessness. No one's gonna give a shit about gold and silver. There's not gonna be no bribery. There's gonna be bartering. There's gonna be bartering women, children. They don't give a fuck, bro. You don't want to think about this, but you have to. Because this is the times that we're coming into. We're gonna be seeing people getting raped in the alleyways just walking by. We're gonna be as pilgrims on the earth. It's gonna be some off the grid shit. We have faith. The Lord's gonna take care of us through all of it. And the Lord told us, my servants shall eat, but they shall be hungry. And we believe that. We believe we're gonna be okay, but that doesn't change the fact that judgment's gonna start at the house of Israel. That doesn't change the fact that we're gonna be seeing this shit. Only with thine eyes shalt thou see the reward of the wicked, roughly paraphrasing. We're going to be seeing people just getting put to death just right there on the street. We're going to be seeing all these bodies lying on the ground, bloody and battered and bruised. People probably still sitting there breathing, just unable to move, suffering. You know? People being like zombies out here. People cannibalizing people, eating people, chopping people up. Like Alex Jones talking about, I'll eat my neighbors and shit. You know? People betraying each other. We're going to be hearing women and children, and men too, constantly screaming and crying all throughout town and cities and all that. It's going to be hell, like for real, like on another level, hell on earth. But the main thing is like, you know, we need to prepare our minds. We need to prepare ourselves and do our best to stay in the spirit and pray, keep praying for mercy. This should put the fear of YAHAWASHI in you, because the Lord, like it says in Hebrews, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. We don't want to end up like these people. We don't want to be a part of the 2/3 that are going to be destroyed along with these heathens that are going to be tormented with that death by pain. This is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. 10, I believe, the number 10 goes into perfection. Okay, like how the number 7 goes into completion, the number 3 goes into understanding, the number 10 goes into perfection. And it makes sense, because if we're going to be tried as gold in the fire, then that means we're getting tried in order to become perfect. So it makes sense that it would say you will have tribulation 10 days. Doesn't mean a literal 10 days. You know, Esau might roll up on us, his troops might come and kidnap us, throw us in the back of a van, take us to one of these facilities with them Chanel guillotines, you know, and we're gonna go through, the whole world will go through the hour of temptation, and the Lord's gonna try us like, this is your, you know, like your final test. Like, did you really count the cost? Like, did you really keep the faith? Do you really have faith? Do you really believe? You know, and we pray and we hope that we get through it, and the Lord keeps us from the hour of temptation and delivers us from any tribulation that we are faced with. You know, could be 2 weeks, could be a day, could be a month, man, who knows? We just pray for mercy. That's all we can do. And that's why we're prisoners of hope. It's unavoidable. If you really think that you're gonna stock up, you know, hunker down, bunker down, or, you know, get all your ammo and your guns and your tactical gear and bug out bags, and you're gonna save yourself, you have another thing coming. Like, you're fucked. Nothing is going to help you but YAHAWASHI and having full faith in Him. Okay? You're in the hands of the Lord. You're at the Lord's mercy. Okay, that's why we have a fear of YAHAWASHI, because we pray that He will deliver us, that He's dealing with us, that He wants us as a part of His 1/3 remnant, elect, and 144,000. Okay, we have hope in that. We don't fear. This is why you have to spiritually prepare, so you don't bug out when this shit comes, when you see this shit happen, so you don't break down and have a heart attack. So you don't just sit there crying, you know? So you don't fear man and the things that men can do. Okay? You're supposed to be fearing the Lord, because if he's not dealing with you, he could be like, well, I don't want you. Depart from me, I never knew you. And give you over to them demons that plague you. You know, make you bug out and say, I can't do this. I'll take the karagma. That's why you fear YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, because we don't want that for us. Okay, we want to be strong. We want to be able to get through all of it. And we want to be granted mercy to be delivered from it. You know? We want to be willing to lay down our lives for YAHAWASHI. Okay? And we have faith, man. It's a part of having faith and hoping, hey, the Lord is going to be granting brothers spiritual power. And we're going to fuck these goddamn devils up. You know? We're going to fuck these heathens up. We're going to get out of this shit. You know, we have faith that it's going, you know, the Lord's going to deliver us. We're going to be granted mercy. Okay? That's why you should be doing everything you possibly can to make your calling and election sure. That's what it means to give diligence. Discipline yourself. Do everything in your power to make sure that, hey, I did everything I possibly could. You know, of course, you know, we could never measure up to being righteous, because our righteousness are as filthy rags, but as much as our mortal flesh would allow, we did our very best. Like, we did our very best. We tried our very best. You know, and the Lord will, you know, take account of our labors. Okay, he will reward the ones that were faithful unto him. So we, through faith, are strengthened. Our spirits are strengthened and exhorted, so that we're able to get through this shit. Okay? That's why the Lord said, watch therefore and pray. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You need to mortify the flesh. Keep fasting. You don't need food. Fuck that food. Fuck those cookies, those chips, that soda. You know? Forget about that. For bodily exercise profiteth little. The spirit is what quickeneth. Okay? When the famine comes and you go without food for a days, that's nothing to you, because you afflicted your soul for the sake of YAHAWADAH and YAHAWASHI, to prove your faith in him. I'm willing to give this 12 hours or this 24 hours to the Lord, not tasting anything, not even brushing my teeth, you know, not taking a shower. I have no need for this. All I need is this bread of life and living waters from the words of YAHAWADAH and YAHAWASHI, and that's what sustains me. Man shall not live on bread alone. Okay? That's how you strengthen and build yourself up in order to get through the times that we're coming into. Okay? Okay? Some of us will be casted into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death. Unto death. We will gladly lay our lives down, you know, and boldly, manfully give ourselves up to the beheading for the testimony of YAHAWASHI, because we believe, we have full faith in YAHAWADAH and YAHAWASHI. Guess what? When you meditate on this stuff, it's not just sit here and cry and stay sorrowful and be in that woe is me spirit. You know, Ezra was feeling those emotions, but he didn't stay like that. This is just a part of the process. Because when you meditate, think about our forefathers. Did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded or utterly destroyed? Absolutely not. Think about Daniel in the lion's den. Think about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Salaki, if I'm not saying the names right. That were thrown in the fire and felt nothing, and they were saved out of it. You know, think about our forefather Abraham that was going to sacrifice our forefather Isaac, his son. And the Lord said, don't worry about it. Right there when he was going to do it because he had faith in the Lord. Think about this. He did it like the Lord can give me another son. Or the Lord can revive Isaac right after I do it. You know? The possibilities are endless with YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI on our side. So why should we fear when, if the Lord is for us, no one can be against us? The Lord can stop the guillotine right before it severs your head and hit you with that spiritual power and fuck those goddamn devils up. The Lord can do that. This is why YAHAWASHI was talking about ye of little faith. You should know this. Why don't you believe? We're going to be performing so many miracles. We're going to be taken care of. Why is your faith still so small? Don't you know what the Lord can do for us? Hasn't the Lord done so much for us already? Here, right now? Salakia. And it just makes me emotional. Because I'm like, we have to be strong. Like, look at all that the Lord has shown us. While the whole world is in gross darkness, He's dealing with us, and we can see it. So how can we give up? How can we falter and waver and doubt when the Lord is constantly strengthening us and showing us the truth? The fact that He even showed us this truth. We should be doing everything in our power to show our gratitude. Look at the story of YAHAWASHI and what He went through, man, for us, for all Israel, but especially the remnant, man. And it's not even up to us. He said, I chose you out of the world. I chose you. You didn't choose me. I chose you. I called you out. Okay? YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is the one that dragged us out of the world and allowed us to do His will and have faith in Him and keep His commandments to the best of our ability, and most importantly, have that faith. And through that, YAHAWASHI said that we're His friends. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. It's already been written in the same book, 2nd Esdras. He saw YAHAWASHI bestowing those crowns upon the elect. It's already been shown to us. We already won. We know that we already won. No matter what happens, we already won. So we know that we're going to be delivered. We already know what's going to happen. We already know. It's predestinated. So what is there to fear? Verse 11, he that hath an ear, Let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death, which is those thermonuclear missiles, which are going to completely waste Babylon and destroy it off the face of the earth. Okay, this is 2 Ezra 14, verse 13. Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble. So this should serve as comfort to the body of YAHAWASHI, to you brothers and sisters out there. We have nothing to fear. We're going to be okay, like that Kendrick Lamar song, man. We're going to be alright. In righteousness, not in whatever carnal shit that he was talking about. Okay? We have nothing to worry about. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. The Lord's going to come with clouds. He's going to descend upon the world. Every eye shall see him. They're going to marvel at the strangeness of our salvation. Miracles. We're going to be seeing miracles to get us out of Babylon. You know? And the ones that do get beheaded as martyrs for YAHAWASHI, you're not going to feel no pain. It's going to be quick. That's the infinite mercy of YAHAWASHI. And you're going to come right back as part of the first resurrection with YAHAWASHI. So it's a great honor to even go through that. You know? And then some of us won't even taste death at all. We'll never have ever died. And that's going to be a great privilege as well. And now renounce corruption. Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. You know? So there was something that I remember Kanye West talking about. Just as an example, he was talking about music back then, how rappers would always, because obviously Esau's in control of the industries, they would have these rappers rapping nothing but negativity, pushing out, you know, the wicked vibration, which is really putting demons on us through the music and things like that. But he was like, oh, but I always had a turnaround. I always turned it around in the raps. It would be negative, you know, talking about how, you know, we're in these streets, we're killing each other and stuff like that. But it would be like, oh, but, you know, we're a beautiful people or whatever. Something like there would be a turnaround. So when I say, you know, meditate on the tribulation and our people don't understand the times that we're coming into, I want y'all to understand, like, there is the turnaround of once you meditate on this and you understand how severe shit is going to get, you also meditate on the fact that we're going to be delivered. The fact that it's going to get so bad that no flesh would be saved unless those days were shortened, like it says in Matthew. And the fact that we already know that we will be saved should make it turn around in your mind and boost your faith up. Because he'll put you in these dire situations where it seems like there's no way out, just to give you a miracle. And especially that spiritual power. Brothers, meditate on that spiritual power every day. There's not a day that should go by that you don't think about getting that spiritual power and this place going down and being destroyed and these wicked people being put to death. Think about that every single day. That should boost your faith up to the point where you think about the tribulation and you just rejoice. You get, you know, happy at the end of the day. Like, hey, the Lord is going to take this place down and deliver us. I'm willing to go through whatever for the sake of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. The turnaround of, we're going to be okay. You know? That's why it says, let go of the mortal thoughts. You don't just hang on and be sad. No. You realize this shit is going to be so bad, but out of the whole world, the Lord is dealing with us. The Lord is having mercy on us while everyone else is going to be tormented. We're not going to go through that shit. That should turn it around and make you hella grateful. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. It straight up calls it weak. Okay? Gird up now thy loins like a man. I will require of thee. Fear not thou worm, O Jacob. Okay? I will fight for thee. The Lord's going to take care of us. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Salakia. Hereafter. Alright. And let me get 16 again, starting at verse 70. For there shall, 2 Ezra 16 and 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Again, it's going to start with us. Okay? Esau cuts the power, has a false flag, bullshit, cyber attack, whatever. He's going to roll up on us. He's going to roll up on the men that have been sighing and crying against this wicked beast system. Okay, we're the threat to him. As harmless as we are, ironically, we are the threat to him. And he wants to destroy us. He wants to take our souls. He wants to put the charagma in us. Alright? But hey, Lord's will, we're not gonna fold, we're not gonna bend. We're not gonna give in to that shit. Okay? For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. This is where faith comes in again. Think about that. It said some of you shall be cast into prison. But the scriptures also speak about how people are going to start searching for us. The Lord's going to get us fame and praise in this land where we were ridiculed and called crazy and weirdos that believe in the Bible. So, hey, Esau might try to roll up and then people will come and try to defend us. You know? People are going to, protest against that. So people are going to, protect us, shield us from anyone trying to harm us, So you never know how it could go. You just have to keep the faith. Keep praying for mercy. Don't don't just think like, oh, what if this, what if that? No, you just meditate on, hey, we know this is going to happen. But we also know that the Lord said he will deliver us. Okay? The Lord said that he will have mercy on us. Those things are for sure. So ultimately we have nothing to worry about. Okay? Verse 71, they shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Okay? Being made perfect. Okay? Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. Okay? We have nothing to be afraid of. And let me just get this last verse and I'll close it out right there. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. We've already been given the crowns of life. It's just a matter of getting through to the end, enduring to the end, to see those crowns. It's like the crowns are already on our heads. We just can't see it yet. That's the spirit you have to be in, and have full faith that we are of the elect, and have full faith that the Lord will be granting us that spiritual power to perform these miracles, to defend ourselves and our loved ones, to strengthen the body of YAHAWASHI. You know? So really meditate on the times that we're coming into, and have full faith in Yahweh and Yahushua. I'm going to go ahead and close it out right there. I pray that this lesson was edifying. The Wadi Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahushai, BAHASHAM QADASH, for bestowing upon me QADASH, the Holy Spirit, to do this lesson. Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom to the hopeful elect, and blessings, honor, glory, and power unto Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, Shalom.